Well, good morning, and thank you for stopping by again. I really do appreciate everybody that's been stopping by and watching any of my previous videos about my prostate cancer journey here in the UK. For those that might be the first time that you've watched one of my videos, I'm 54. I was diagnosed with stage 2 prostate cancer back in May of this year. I've had a radical prostatectomy on the 30th of June of this year. And I've been doing these videos just to sort of track my progress, track my recovery, and sort of, let you know how my recovery, my journey has been, things to possibly look out for. Everybody's journey is going to be different. If you want to watch my previous videos, mine hasn't been the best. So there's a fair bit of information that I've shared with people in there. But I'm not really going to go over what's gone on in the past for me. I need to move on. I did finally have my follow-up consultation with my surgeon a week after I should have had. He answered all the questions that I had about nerve pain, about erectile dysfunction, about the leakage side of things on the incontinence side, and just a sort of update. So incontinence sort of side of things, still using 4 pads a day. I'm leaking still quite a lot. I'm probably not doing as many pelvic floor exercises as I should be, so that's definitely a one to watch out for. If anybody goes down this journey, you need to do them early. I didn't do mine early enough, I don't think, and I probably haven't been as strict as I should be. So I'm getting a slap on the hand from the missus and obviously the medical team to get back on track and get those done, more regularly, which will only aid my recovery process. Nerve pain, I'm on Pregabalin, which is quite a strong sort of nerve pain killer. I have been taking 2 a day over the last few days, but I've been waking up in the morning feeling as I've been hit by a truck. So I'm back down to 1 again now, because I basically wouldn't be able to drive with taking 2. I could hardly string a sentence together over the last sort of few mornings, so I've reduced that back down to 1 now. That is helping with the nerve pain. And the nerve pain is quite difficult to describe, but every time I've been going for a pee, it's like an electric shock going inside, so that's not a very nice feeling. So hopefully that will dissipate over time. I'm being told by my surgeon that it's fairly common. It could last a few months, it could last longer than a few months. It's just one of those, because the nerves are so microscopic in that area, and there's been a lot of bruising going on down there. There's a lot of obviously tissue sort of rehealing. Can take some time to sort of get back to normal. Tadalafil, which is to help with erectile dysfunction. I've got no issues discussing that in an open forum here. Yes, I've increased the dosage 3 a week now, and that seems to be sort of helping things. So that's a good positive outcome of the journey so far. So there are some positives. That being one of them. It's quite an important thing as a male. If you lose your libido, and that is quite sort of, it can be quite a strain on your mental health. But that aside, my mental health hasn't been great. I do have a history of depression over the previous last 8 to 10 years. I did get treatment for it, which really helped. I am sort of feeling really low mood about the whole journey, and probably more to do with the crap that I've had to deal with in terms of the medical teams, as it were. Not so much the sort of pain and suffering that I've gone through. It's just exasperated things. So I am doing as best I can to try and get my head straight. It's a long journey. It's way longer than I thought it would be, and everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to have a different recovery. Everybody's going to have a different experience. As long as you've got a good team around you, medical team around you, that will help. Supportive family, friends, that will help. Don't go online and read Dr. Google too much, because that won't help. I don't do that anyway, but just that's just from my experience of talking to people in the past. I've got great support from my local cancer care coordinator, who's been absolutely fantastic. Tracy has been absolutely unreal. I had a nice conversation with her yesterday. Again, just giving her an update on how things were and how things have gone over the last sort of few weeks. I have changed my GP surgery, and I am in the process now of changing my ongoing care through the urology team to the Freeman Hospital in Newcastle. So that's where I've asked to be moved to. I have had enough of the dire sort of treatment that I've mistreatment, if you like, from the Sunderland sort of team. So that's one thing. So again, short and sweet today, not a long one. Again, loud and proud shout out to anybody that needs to, discuss this with your GP. Go and speak to your GP. Prostate Cancer UK are doing some fantastic work at the moment. They're really lobbying hard with government to try and have a national screening. There is some information on their website. I will share a link to their ongoing campaign. They are doing some fantastic work, and hopefully things will change, because it is a postcode lottery as well. It's absolutely dreadful, and it shouldn't be that at all. So any concerns, any worries, any troubles, go and have a chat with your GP. Just a bit of glitch in the matrix. I don't know what happened at the end of me recording there, but what I was going on to say was, go and see your GP, go and get checked out. Have that discussion with your GP sooner rather than later. Hopefully the things will change with the national screening, but don't wait for that. Go and get checked out as soon as you possibly can. If you've got any concerns, Prostate Cancer UK have got a phone line. You can ring them if you've got any concerns or questions. But the sooner you get checked out, the sooner you can get the right treatment. I don't need to, sort of explain to you the ramifications of not getting checked out early enough if you just don't want to get checked out. Because it needs to be at a stage where it can be treated. And unfortunately, there are lots of fellas out there that haven't gone to see their GP for whatever reason, and haven't had the test, haven't been found out. They're found out too late, and it's not the right treatment it's not life-saving treatment, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. So thanks very much for those that have been watching. I do like the comments that some people have been sending us, and I will always reply to anybody that posts a comment on any of my videos. Please share this with anybody that might be going through the same journey too, if they want to have a look at my journey. My journey hasn't been great, but that said, might be some information in there that might help some people sort of alleviate some fears, or actually sort of push them into saying, well, actually, no, I should go and see my GP. So, yeah, so thanks very much for that. If you want to like and subscribe, you can. If you don't worry about it. I ain't going to lose any sleep over it. But thanks very much for stopping by, and I will do another video in the next few weeks. All right, thank you very much. Cheers. Ta-da.